The days turned into weeks, and Abeni's presence in the palace became a source of quiet comfort, not just for King Oluwase but for the palace staff as well. Her stories carried lessons that seemed to touch everyone who heard them. One evening, as the full moon bathed the palace in its silver glow, the king summoned Abeni for a private audience. She entered the chamber nervously, her heart pounding in her chest. King Oluwase sat by the open window, gazing at the stars. He gestured for her to sit.
Tonight,
He began, his voice soft.
I do not wish for a story. I wish for your truth.
Abeni stiffened.
My truth, Your Majesty.
Yes,
He said, turning to her.
you speak of love, loss, and courage with such conviction, but you do not speak of yourself. Why did you come here, Abeni?
For a moment, she considered lying, but the weight of the question demanded honesty.
I came because I believe love is the essence of life, Your Majesty. Your decree has stolen that essence from your people. My own sister's betrothal was postponed because of it. I came here to remind you that love does not die. It changes form, but it remains, even in grief.
The king studied her, his expression unreadable.
And do you think I am wrong for grieving my wife?
No,
Abeni replied firmly.
but I think your grief has blinded you to the love that still surrounds. You, the love of your people, your family, and the memory of Queen Adela. She would not have wanted you to deny love to yourself or to others.
Silence stretched between them. Then the king sighed, his shoulders sagging.
I have failed my people, haven't I?
Abeni placed a hand on her chest.
Your people are resilient, Your Majesty. They have waited because they respect you. But now, they need their king to lead them back to joy.
A week later, a royal decree was issued across Olorun. The king has lifted the ban on marriage. The festival of Ayo will resume in its full glory, and the kingdom shall celebrate the bonds of love and unity once more. The announcement was met with cheers and celebrations throughout the land. Abeni, standing in the courtyard, watched as the people danced and sang with joy. But her work was not done. The palace grounds transformed into a sea of color and music as the festival began. King Oluwase, dressed in regal white robes adorned with gold embroidery, addressed his people.
My grief clouded my judgment,
He admitted, his voice carrying across the crowd.
but a wise storyteller reminded me that love is eternal. It does not die with those we lose. It lives on in our memories, our actions, and our hearts. Today, I honor my late queen, and I honor all of you who have waited patiently for this day.
He paused, his gaze sweeping over the crowd before settling on Abeni.
And today,
He continued,
I also honor the courage of one woman who reminded me of the power of love. Abeni, will you join me here?
The crowd parted as Abeni, dressed in a simple yet elegant attire, stepped forward. Her heart raced, but she held her head high as she climbed the platform to stand beside the king.
In front of my people,
The king said, taking her hand.
I ask for your forgiveness and your partnership. You have brought light back into my life. Will you stand by my side as queen?
Abeni's breath caught. She glanced at the cheering crowd, at the faces filled with hope and joy, and then back at the king.
Yes,
She said, her voice steady.
I will.
The crowd erupted into cheers, and the drums began to play. The festival of Ayu became not just a celebration of love, but a celebration of renewal and hope. A few weeks later, Abeni, dressed in simple yet elegant traditional attire, stands to the side with a serene smile, watching her sister and her husband exchange vows. The couple, adorned in vibrant wedding garments, stand under a beautifully decorated arch, surrounded by family and villagers. The sun casts a warm glow over the joyous ceremony, highlighting the love and unity of the moment. As the years passed, the kingdom of Olorun thrived under the reign of King Oluwase and Queen Abeni. Their story became a legend, told during every festival of Ayu to remind the people of an important truth. Grief is a part of life, but it does not define us. Love is eternal, and even in our darkest moments, that it can guide us back to the light.
Wow. What a heartwarming story. We all face storms that threaten to destroy us. But every storm also brings fertile soil, opportunities for growth, and the chance to rebuild stronger than before. Love is not only about holding on to what we've lost, but about embracing the beauty that remains and nurturing it into something new. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.